Why, hello there. So, we are back at the casino. David had free money again for his birthday, so we decided we would come and he would handle that. You guys, as of the 21st of February, which was yesterday, the FDA has now changed the status of Semaglutide, which is Ozempic or Wegovy, to resolved. And that means that there is a time limit on compounds for that option. Again, I've said this before when Trizepatide was going through this. I'm not on compound. I'm on the name brand. So I don't know what it must feel like to be uncertain of what's going to happen next because of affordability, because of eligibility, now that so many are in maintenance now and they're no longer meeting the standards to start the GLP-1 GIP medications. So I'm not sure how that's going to work for you guys, and my heart really does go out to you guys. I know that there's been some I know that Trizepatide's being stopped for compounding is very sort of in limbo. But I also know that the stress of it all cannot be easy for anyone. So I'm very sorry that this is happening. I don't know what's going to happen next. And the truth is nobody does. And if your pharmacy is convincing you that they know and they have a way around it, they're lying to you because they don't know. The FDA does have guidelines as to how they will allow 503A, 503B compounding pharmacies to continue to use or continue to compound medications that is no longer on the shortage list. And a lot of pharmacies are saying we can get around this by changing the dosage, strengths, or adding extra things into them. However, what they seem to forget is there's also verbiage in there that says they can continue to produce these things on a individual basis based on that specific patient's need and not to be done in exorbitant amounts, which means they can't keep bulk compounding the way they do now, even though they're saying that they can. I don't know how this is going to turn out, and I'm not saying that I hope they cannot continue to do this. I am saying anybody who's telling you 100% for certain that they know that these are going to be available in 6 months is lying to you. They are lying to you because they don't know. They have no idea. My guess is once the judge makes the decision on the Trizepatide, my guess is what's going to happen is more and more lawsuits. They're going to start, these Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk are going to start going after the compounding pharmacies and the telehealth companies and whoever else is writing these compounds, prescriptions that are not individualized per person. They are going to start suing, and all of these things are going to start happening that will force hands. I do imagine that once the dust settles, the prices on compound medications are going to go up. I hope that's not the case, but that is my thought. That is what I believe. And again, no one knows for certain, myself included. I have no idea what's going to happen. So many people are saying that they were taken off, that it was just sudden and unexpected that Semaglutide came off, where I don't understand how that was sudden and unexpected because it's been showing as available ever since November, I think it was. And if it would have followed suit the way that Trizepatide did, it was 60 days from the day that it was showing available. For Semaglutide, it was a lot longer because it didn't happen until February 21st. I really thought by the beginning of this year it was going to come off. And I was wrong because it had more time. So everybody's like, oh, this just came out of nowhere. How did it come out of nowhere when it's been showing on the FDA website available for the longest amount of time? I do want you to know that there are options. I do not know how to say it. Liraglutide and duolitide. I don't know how to say them, but Victoza. So liraglutide is Victoza. Whoever comes up with these flipping names, dude, they should not be, I don't know, but they definitely are not speaking English. So I guess Victoza and Saxenda are the same. Dulaglutide is Trulicity. There you go. Okay, so Saxenda and Victoza are liraglutide, however you say that. And then Trulicity is dualaglutide. Those two are still listed on the FDA drug shortage website as in shortage. So those will be options. Now, I do think a couple of things are going to happen. And this is going to affect those of us who are on brand name. I don't know how many people who are on compounds can afford to jump over to brand name. I know everybody keeps saying, oh, I'm just going to go to brand name. I'm just going to go to brand name. Everybody should just go to brand name so it'll be in shortage again. The problem is not that you switch over to the brand name. The problem is that you switch over to the brand name, purchase your brand name at whatever amount it is, take it home and continue to do that over and over and over again until the shortage comes back. How many people can truly do that? Because I know I couldn't. I know that there's absolutely no way on God's green earth I can pay hundreds of dollars a month for this medication. As much as I would love to, I know I can't. I know I can't. 2 months worth at, even the coupon price is almost an entire month of mortgage for me. I don't know how you guys do it. I mean, I'm super happy for you, those of you that can, but I can't. I cannot. That is not something that I could do. So I know that there's going to be a lot of people who are in the same boat as me. And it's not like I make, tiny little baby monies. I do make tiny little baby monies, but I do still have other expenses in my life. I mean, I'm struggling right now, and this is just the honest to God truth. I'm struggling right now with having 3 medications that cost me $30 a month. I'm struggling with that because those are $30 a month. Plus I have like 4 other medications that are on 30-day supply that I just picked up a bunch of prescriptions from Costco, and it cost me $59.98. And it was for 6 prescriptions. One was my Mounjaro, which I paid $25 instead of my $30. And then I picked up the muscle relaxer and then the anti-inflammatory plus pain relief medicine for my back. And then I picked up the steroid packet, and I picked up my 3-month supply of my allergy medication, which I've discussed this, that the allergy medication that I take is only available by prescription. So my prescription cost me like $30 for 3 months, which is, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that bad, but it's still a lot. And then I have my prophylactic for my migraines, which cost me, that was also $30 for 3 months. And then I have the spirulactin for my hormonal acne, which is also 3 months supply, and that is also $30, but it's for 3 months. And then I have, so I have also the tretinoin, which is $10 a month, thank God. But that PA is only good through April, so I'm not even sure if they'll continue to approve it. But with all of these little things, they add up. They add up quickly. And I'm struggling to do that. I don't know how you guys do it to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars, even for compounds. I truly don't know. I mean, more power to you. I'm so happy that you're able to make those ends meet, but it's not something that I can do. And I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of people in the same boat as me. So what does that mean for people like me who do rely on my insurance to pick up my prescription for type 2 diabetes or chronic obesity management, which my insurance doesn't cover any medications for chronic obesity management whatsoever. They don't even cover phentermine or phendimetrazine, which are the same thing, just one is quick release, the other is slow release, or however it's called. And they don't even cover those. So it is a double-edged sword that I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, because I'm so happy that I was able to get put onto Mounjaro and it be approved because of that diagnosis. But it's really a tragedy that had to be the case, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't want to be known as a type 2 diabetic for the rest of my medical life. I don't want to have that lingering over my head, because it's scary. People lose limbs. People go blind. People, truly have so many issues that come from being a type 2 diabetic. And it's scary. Thank God that we caught it early enough to where I'm not insulin dependent. And the only medication that I take for it is Mounjaro, and it is well controlled using my GIP medication. But it is terrifying to think that I have a 3-year PA, but that was for 10 milligrams. I now have moved to 12.5. So what happens when the insurance company comes back and says, when I have to move up to 15, you need another PA, and then they say no? I don't know, it's scary. So I don't want to be doom and gloom, but I want to be realistic. Realistically, what are you going to do as a backup plan? Realistically, what am I going to do as a backup plan? I don't know. I don't know that I'll have one soon enough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But this is our reality that we have to deal with now. So I don't want anybody just like shoving their head in the sand and pretending like it's not happening, because it is happening, and you do need to have a backup plan. Whether that be correcting behaviors that you felt you didn't need to correct before because of the medication, that it was going to handle all the, big muscle in the weight loss for you, so that you can continue to do what you need to do to continue on your journey without struggling to keep up. Just coming off of the medication is going to be the best for a lot of people. Is that an option for everyone? Is that an acceptable option for everyone? No. But for some of us, that's just going to be the case. That is just going to be what we have to do no matter what, is that we are going to have to figure out how to move forward medication free. And that can be scary. And I'm sorry for those of us where it really truly is the only option. That hurts my feelings that it really does. It hurts my feelings for you. Because I truly do understand just how much this means to us, and how much it's truly helped us. And to think that you can't get it anymore is scary. So again, I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, but I am trying to make sure that you are aware that you need to have a plan B and a plan C and a plan Q. And that's just the truth. And anybody who's telling you don't is lying to you. So please stop putting your trust in people who are telling you things without any backbone to the words that they are spilling. Everybody keeps saying, there's too much money, there's too much money, there's too much money, they'll figure it out. And that may be the case, but there's no certainty in that. There's no guarantee in that. It's not as good as gold. They're just words at this point, because nobody knows the truth. The only thing I keep going back to is the verbiage that says it cannot be produced in exorbitant amounts for any reason. That's the part that tells me that all of these pharmacies that think that just increasing the dosage or decreasing the dosage so that it's not a pharmaceutically available dose strength, or adding B12 or niacinamide or whatever they're adding to these things, that they are going to just skirt under when the reality is there is so much money involved. The same case can be made that yes, there's so much money involved for the compounding agencies that they will find a way, but there's so much money involved for everyone involved. The insurance companies, the PBMs, the pharmaceutical companies, that it's not going to be that cut and dry. That's just the reality. It's just not. I just wanted to make sure that you knew what was happening so that you can start looking at other options that will work for you and your family and your budget. Truly, my heart goes out to you, and I am praying for real and true options for everybody. And if you need it, I really do hope that it is available to you in a way that works for you and your family. I just want to give you extra digital hugs today because I know that you need it. I know that I need it because there's just so much uncertainty involved that I have read so many stories of people saying that they are on Mounjaro or Ozempic because of a type 2 diabetes diagnosis. They had a PA and suddenly their A1C is in a normal range, and now their insurance company is pulling their approval from them. And that has really resonated with me because it has been my fear from the beginning. And I mean, to this day, nobody even knows why I was approved with my A1C as low as it was, which was still considered a type 2 diabetic, because I have coworkers who had higher A1Cs than me and they were denied. We don't know why. I don't know if it was the combination of the type 2 diabetes plus the PCOS plus the inflammation, autoimmune disease that I have, plus the arthritic deterioration in my back, plus the obstructive sleep apnea. I don't know. I don't know if it was a combination of all of those things that they, approved mine. I have no idea. I just know that it is something that lingers in the back of my mind, that if it was taken from these people, it could be taken from me too. So that is something of concern for me, but it is not the same kind of concern that people who are on compounds are facing right now. And that's just the truth. And I'm very sorry that this is happening. However, there's so many people who are saying, oh, great, well, everybody will just go get the name brand and then the shortage will come back. And then if that happens, great, compounds will come back too. So I don't know, but I do hope that every single one of us is able to come up with a plan that works for you and your family and your budget and your health and your lifestyle. I hope you guys are having a good day, and go ahead and drop a hug emoji in the comments down below, because we all need an extra hug today. I really, truly appreciate you and all of your support and encouragement along the journey. And I just want to give that back to you. So I would love to hear how your day is going, how your week is going, good, bad, ugly. You already know. I want to be there to support you the way that you support me. And I adore you, and I will see you soon.